Hi everyone, it's Nancy Weinbeck, CEO of Bayview, here for another weekly message for our residents. For 7 months, going on 8 months, we were proudly able to say that our community was COVID-free. Unfortunately, as you most likely know by now, last week we had 2 cases of COVID. Both were staff people, unrelated areas, unrelated departments, had no contact with each other. We believe that both cases were contracted outside of our community, and one of the people are already feeling better and will be returning to work soon per the Department of Health's guidance and recommendations. So we have been in contact with the Department of Health as well as all of our state agencies as soon as we received word of our positive cases, and we are following their guidance and their guidelines. Now, there was an error in communication that we messed up on. Bayview messed up, and I am very sorry. Residents are always the first to know. That is our priority on any important news, especially around COVID. What happened on Friday is we learned Friday morning of the second case, again, we believe unrelated to the first one, as does Department of Health. We crafted a memo to go out to residents as soon as possible. We were under the impression that that memo had gone out. Our protocol is internal communication first, so that's residents and staff. Then comes the external communication to our families, to our boards, to social media. We waited till Friday evening around 7:30, I believe, to post to social media, believing that all of our other communications had gone out. Well, we found out, unfortunately, that the resident memo had never been posted, and that was due to, as it turned out, a miscommunication and misunderstanding between departments. As soon as we learned of the error, we got the memo out with an explanation as soon as we could, which ended up being Saturday late in the afternoon. I believe it went out with your evening meal. So that is not how we communicate to residents, and I am so very sorry. And that was a lesson for myself and our staff in making assumptions. We know that's never a good thing to do. So again, you're our primary first audience for any information, and we regret that it didn't happen that way on Friday. Back to COVID, where we're at right now is we're awaiting results of our residents in skilled nursing. They've all been tested, and we believe we should be getting the results back shortly, maybe even today, being Monday, if you're watching this on Monday. And as soon as we get results, we'll let all of our residents know. So, of course, we're hoping that everybody's negative, and the fact that no one in our skilled nursing facility has shown signs or symptoms of COVID, we're feeling pretty optimistic. And if everybody is negative and these 2 staff cases are in our past now and contained and hopefully resolved shortly, then we can pretty soon go back to saying we're a COVID-free community. What I will say is it is a wake-up call to all of us to maintain our diligence in wearing masks. That is the key way to keep yourself protected and mostly to keep you from spreading COVID to someone else. I want to also say a few words about face shields because you're starting to see them around Bayview. Face shields are used basically for eye protection. Skilled nursing requirements by the state now say that we have to have our staff wear eye protection. Doesn't matter if you have glasses, you still need covering over your eyes over your glasses. So that could be goggles or a face shield. So you will see some of our staff, if they work in skilled nursing or if they're at the front desk, wearing goggles or a face shield. What that does is protect the person who's wearing the eyewear from potential exposure if they're around somebody with COVID. So if somebody coughs or aerosolizes a virus, the shield or the goggles protects it from getting into the eyes, maybe up or below the glasses, or into the nose or mouth. What a face shield does not do is protect somebody else, the person who's not wearing the face shield. It is protection for the wearer. Anyway, just wanted to be clear on that, and you're seeing that now because of a requirement by the state, and we just got our supplies in. So it coincided when we had these two reports of COVID, but the timing was just coincidental. That's what that's about. Wanted to let you know. Another thing I need to report to all of you, just past midnight on Saturday, our tower garage was broken into. The whole thing was caught on video. The two perpetrators were in the garage for a total of about 10 minutes, seeing nothing that tempted them in the garage. They headed into the maintenance shop. Unfortunately, someone's personal effects were taken, a staff person's from the maintenance shop, and we're remedying that. We are also changing the lock, putting bolts on the door to Tower Garage to make it very difficult for anyone to break in. So shouldn't happen again. But it is a reminder to everyone, no matter where you are, no matter where you're parking, always keep your doors locked and never put anything tempting on a seat. I learned that growing up in New York several times with unfortunate lessons. So just be cautious. We are in the city and things like this do happen, but hopefully it won't happen again. On a lighter note, we are only 4 days away from our Savoy fundraising gala that has gone virtual, and we are very excited about it. Looking forward to it. We've got a couple of exciting things to mention. One is our leadership team. I am so proud of our leadership team. They pooled their resources and put together a challenge opportunity for all of our staff to donate, and leadership team will match staff donations to the foundation up to $6,000. So that's a potential of a $12,000 donation to the foundation from our fabulous staff. So we're really proud of that, and we'll see how that challenge goes. Next, I want to talk about the floor competition. To generate some excitement and hopefully to keep those phones ringing, we created a floor challenge, and each floor will have the opportunity to call in during the telethon, during the event itself. The floor that has the highest percentage of residents participating will win a special wine social just for them up on the 10th floor as soon as it is safe to do so. And if Dan and Chef Amin have to put together a wine social for every floor, because every floor has 100% participation, all the better. So let's see which floor or floors can meet that 100%, or which floor can have the highest rate of participation. Very exciting. As you know, with Savoy, we went virtual this year because of COVID, and acknowledging that technology plays a big part in the success of this event. For those of you that have computers, desktops, laptops, tablets, smartphones, you'll be able to access the event. We had created the in-house channel partially with the hopes that we'd be able to broadcast this event on your TVs, so if you didn't have access to other forms of technology, you'd be able to watch it through your television. We are still hoping this is the case. We continue to work on that in-house channel. We even have more people out here today trying to make that work. If we don't get it going, and you don't have access to other technology like a desktop, a laptop, a tablet, a smartphone, we will post information for you on how you can access the event on Friday night. So stay tuned for updates on that. Just a reminder, the Savoy is going to be live streamed or filmed from our lobby in the tower, our main lobby, which means that we need to minimize noise and activity in that area during the time that we're filming or live streaming. The program is from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and we're hoping that you can avoid the tower elevator during that time and a window of time before and after in case we run late or with the testing of systems. So maybe an hour around the 7 to 8 time period. So like from 6 to 9, if you could avoid using the tower elevator coming to the lobby. You can use the elevator going to other floors. You can also use the north elevator, but just tower elevator coming into the lobby will create noise and distraction during the filming. So we appreciate and thank you for helping the foundation to make this a successful event and a fun one. We're looking forward to it. Last thing, we have our final wine giveaway. You can see our 3 winners who were chosen by random with our gold spinny machine, and all the winners can get their wine from Jennifer Flick. And if you are a winner and you haven't gotten your bottle yet, she's got it waiting for you. And thank you again to our wine makers at Bayview, our residents, for donating that wonderful wine that they made. That's everything for today. Thanks so much. Continue your diligence on infection control. Make sure you've got your mask on if you leave your apartment. Make sure you're gelling up. Make sure you're washing your hands. And thank you again for doing your part to keep us all safe. We'll see you next week.